Hey guys, and welcome to the third take of Jesse's Junk Mail. That's about all I've got. Listen, so for those of you that are new to the channel, this is a vlog. I tell you what I want. I say what I want. If you don't like it, click it off. If you like it, share it. Do whatever you got to do with it. It doesn't matter, but I'm going to say what I think. So, over the weekend, I did something wonderful. I broke my computer. My mic wasn't working, and the next thing you know, I deleted the sound thing. I deleted the operating system. I deleted a lot. Pastor Trey tried to fix for me, but we weren't very successful. Just went out and bought a brand new one. Got a 2 terabyte, 12 gigabyte Lenovo. The thing's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie, and got it at a pretty good deal. Like overall, it's $520. But it was a $600 some odd buy total. So, I mean, it was really, really good. So I was thankful for Pastor Trey and Brandon. I mean, they were just like wolves at Best Buy. They were like, I need to see the SKU number on there. I don't know what a SKU number is, but Brandon's pretty adamant. I need to see that SKU number, please. And the guy's he's trying to sell me an Alienware, and he's like, I mean, he was good. But I mean, he really wanted me to buy an Alienware, but not today. Pastor Trey was pretty adamant. I got this coupon and I got this app, and it was phenomenal. So Pastor Trey, thank you very much. I do appreciate what you did for me. So I now have a ton of people, some people that I play online games with, and Pastor Trey and Brandon and everybody says, before you do anything with that computer, let us know. So So anyway, free computer care, yay. So that went on. So let's see what else happened. What else happened? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. So a couple of things happened this week. I got yelled at this week. And for those of you that know me, that makes my blood boil. We can talk. You can say whatever it is you want, as long as it's in a peaceful voice. But the minute you start yelling at me, you and I are going to have problems. Well, I didn't get that opportunity. The person yelled and walked off. I was like, all right, I gotcha. I'm going to catch up with you again. In Jesus' name. So, long and short, I ran into this person again today. And I was going to say something, and I didn't. And I'll tell you why, and I'm glad I didn't, because this is just the way God works. The next thing you know, she said, Jesse, I got back to my office yesterday, and I thought, I need to apologize to Jesse. I really, really do. I was just very rude and ugly. And you know what? I accepted that. How great is that? If somebody yells at you, that you can say, you know what? I was wrong. I was wrong. Please forgive me. And I did. I accept your apology. Wonderful. Outstanding. Now let me tell you what I'm not going to accept. So let's say you've got a job to do, and your job is to get the most accurate information you can, because that's what's required of you of your job. And let's say that, if you're when I go into a place and they start asking me things, I answer, because I obviously want their service. I want to be there. The problem with, and I'm going to tell you, the problem with America is everybody wants the service, but you don't want to have to do anything to get the service. That's how jacked up we are. I want it, but I don't want to have to do anything for it. No. If the cable people call me and say, Mr. Martin, there was a problem with your credit card payment, I need you to answer a couple of questions for me so we can try and get this resolved. Am I going to say, well, why all of a sudden are you having a problem now? No, let me answer your questions so we can get this resolved, so I can go back to my way of life. Makes sense? Oh, no, not America. No. It's funny. I'm really aggravated, though, but it is funny. So, long story short, all I heard was, well, this is stupid. Why do I have to do this? And we go through all this crazy stuff, and I'm giving the answers. I'm doing the things I'm supposed to. Well, this is why this is, and this is why this is, and this is actually law. And so we go through it and try and make it explainable to them. At the very end, it's all done. Everybody's happy. Everybody's peachy keen. We've stopped calling everything stupid. We've stopped talking about the government being behind everything. I kid you not, guys. The one thing, and y'all know me, I try and be the best Christian I can be. The one thing we should not ever do is go into a place, cut up, act a clown, start calling everything stupid and ignorant and blaming the government and everything else, and then turning around and walking up to the person that you just yelled at and say, oh, and by the way, if you're a reader, I'd just like to give this to you for your consideration. And for those of you that can't read, it says, peace on earth. Are you flipping kidding me? You want peace on earth? Stop yelling at people. Nobody cares. Everybody has to do things they don't want to do in life. But you do not come in a public place, act like a clown, and then turn around and say, oh, and by the way, I'd like to tell you about God's great love. I can't. Who thinks this up? You have not, what is this? You have not moved me to read this. You haven't. And I'm not mad. I'm irritated that you thought that one behavior would excuse another. You want to know about peace on earth? It's actually putting goodwill towards men, being nice to people. When you go into a place, hey everybody, how y'all doing? How are you today? Not sitting in a room, everybody with their phones in their faces going about it. But it's definitely not going in and cutting up and then at the very end. That's like me going in and beating somebody up and then all of a sudden helping them get, oh, no harm, no foul, my mistake. No. Y'all need to stop. This is crazy. And I see this stuff all the time. You especially see it in Walmart. You people that go in and cut up at Walmart, something's wrong with y'all. Y'all really need to be shot. I'm going to be honest. Walmart is creating some monsters. You can have it your way. The more noise you make, the more we'll give you what you want. Shut up. Anyway. So that's what I've got to say about that. So the moral of this story is that some people are going to be rude and they're going to realize it and they're going to apologize. And you accept their apology because it's sincere. And you can tell that they did not mean it. Other people are going to be just as fake as can be. This may offend you. It is my opinion. It is what I see in people. But you can be just as fake as can be because it's an inconvenience to you to do what you're asked. And then turn around and try and tell someone about God. No, I'm sorry. I've been talking about the gospel of Jesus Christ for 23 years. I've never, ever seen it done that way. Never. So if I was your guinea pig, you failed. You failed miserably. Good Lord, it was awful. But anyway, so back to it. So my bowling game is getting pretty good. It's in the winter, so instead of going playing tennis, I go and bowl. So bowling's going great. Things are just going phenomenal. I love this chair, by the way. This chair backs up, and I love it. Oh, look! I wanted to show y'all this. You see this? We went to Popeyes the other day, and Earl is a friend of mine, and he helps me in my youth ministry. But Earl actually got me a gift, and it was this. So I almost got thrown out of Popeyes for this because evidently you can't have a weapon in the chicken shop. I'm just saying. But look at this. It's just absolutely amazing. And it's got the Star of David on it. And I am absolutely amazed. I mean, look at that. Look at how great. Oh, it's nice and shiny. I mean, that was so nice. I think it's a Jewish thing. I think so. I'm gonna ask my grandma. Grandma, is this Jewish? Is this what your people use? We gonna ask him. But thank you very much, Mr. Earl. I thought it was great and appreciated it. But yeah, so not a whole lot going on. Just living life, guys, and loving it. Oh, I didn't get to tell you what happened today. So we're talking today, and we're talking about old phone numbers and how you remember your phone numbers. How many of you remember your first? Well, I'm 42, so it's different. But how many of you remember your home phone number with the landline? You had the one phone in the house, and you had to go to it, and you had to do the dial, or if you were fancy, you had a push button. We were talking about remembering phone numbers, and I remember 2 phone numbers from my childhood. I remember my home phone number, and I remember the phone number from one of the very first relationships I was ever in. And that just made me smile. Have you ever had a thought and all of a sudden it just makes you smile? Those are amazing things. I love it. And for most of you, I've probably lost you. You don't care. You're shallow. Whatever the case may be, it was a good memory for me, and I want to share it with you. And hopefully you remember. If not, kiss off, unsubscribe, do what you got to do. It made me happy. But the very important thing is if you know me, I like to laugh, I like to cut up, I love games. I'm not very serious at all. But the one thing I am serious about is the story of Jesus Christ, and I'm going to lose some of you here, so that's okay. Thank you for watching so far. See you. So we started talking about prayer today, and then I got asked the question, how do you know which is right? And these are loaded questions. When someone starts asking about that stuff, you've got to be very careful that you don't warp what they have been taught, or that you don't offend or infringe upon their upbringing. See, when you hear the truth, something inside you clicks. So the very favorite part about today was I got to share the gospel of Jesus Christ in like a quick notes version, like within less than 10 minutes. And as I was talking, I forget where I heard it first, but I love it. They asked me about the Bible, and my reply was, from the very beginning of the Bible, when Eve takes a bite of that fruit, and we must all now pay for sin. The rest of the Bible, if you read it in the context of, it is God's redemptive love story. It is God trying to get you back at all costs. And something inside of me swelled up, guys. I couldn't, there's a good chance within a couple of months I'm going to retire from the youth ministry, and then I'll just move on to just, working like everybody else, or maybe move into an adult ministry. Not quite for sure, but I'm 42. But the one thing that I found today was all of a sudden there was life. And all it took was somebody asking me, how do you know what's right? And I was amazed at how excited I got. I mean, I was excited for the person, because hopefully they'll start thinking, and that'll begin their relationship with Jesus Christ. I'm not real pushy. I'll give it to you, but I won't ask that you make a choice. You do you. I'm that sure that God's going to make his way into your heart. But it just amazed me. I wanted to share that with you guys. It could be something as simple as one question and how you deliver it. If God's plan and you deliver it and it is dry, and it says, well, God loves you very much, and he just wants you to be a good person, and he wants you to love Jesus, and you'll live forever in heaven. You need to stop. That is not someone that is in love with Jesus Christ. What did Smokey Norval, did he say it? He said it. He said, I can't sing, but I'll try. Falling in love with Jesus is the best thing I've ever done. That's why I'm not black, but I love it. It means so much. So that's it, guys. I dare you to begin learning about Jesus Christ and reading the Bible, but read it as God's redemptive love story, trying to get back that which was lost. I love it. Look, I'm getting excited all over again. But anyway, to some it may not mean anything, but to me, it means everything. It is part of who I am. No, I'm not perfect. I stumble and fall. I make a cock up of everything I touch. But I love him so. And at the end of the day, I believe he honors what I do. So, but that's just me. You may disagree. Hopefully I didn't offend you. But if I did, well, you know, the world's a big place. I'll see you on Judgment Day and we'll figure out who was right then. So that's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Jesse Jumpman. What are we up? We're up to what? 56 subscribers. I still can't see some of y'all. So some of y'all, I don't know who you are. You're creeping. But in a good way, I guess. I don't know. Is there a good way to creep? But anyway, thank you guys for subscribing. If you liked the video, give it a like, give it a share, do what you got to do. If you didn't like it, I can't really say I'm sorry, because I'm not sorry for anything I said. Shoot me an email. All my information is right up there on the in the banner. Those of you that play World of Warcraft, screenshots on Instagram. I think, look, I don't even know where my channel is, guys. There it is. We've got Twitter. And just shoot me an email. Let me know what you think. Or in the comments section, if you just want to talk about something, let me know. If you've got ideas that you want to hear my thoughts on certain subjects, let me know. And we'll give it a go. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Remember, what did we learn? One, if you're mean and rude, say you're sorry. It goes a long way. Two, don't go in acting like a clown and then try and tell somebody about God. It's going to be just a huge mess up. And three, I love you. God loves you best. Be blessed. Thank you for tuning in to Jesse's Junk Mail. It's so cheesy. I don't know what to do with it.